Welcome guys, it's me Moses here, and today I'm coming up to you with my deck, Morvran's Infantry. It's gonna be a deck guide for this deck. So that's how that's this deck. And what's the idea with this deck? The idea with this deck is pretty simple. You force out your opponent on the first round with a massive tempo, consisting of Dandelion Poet with Witchers, also your leader, dropping your Imperial Golems and Darian Soldier, and if you get lucky you can also get Alchemist into double Darian Soldier, which together is 60 something points in 3 cards, which is pretty good, not gonna lie. So there is one thing I wanna show you more in this build, which is the biggest counter to this deck, because as you saw, like our biggest combo for the last round is playing Slave Infantry and doing point on them. So the biggest counter to this deck is of course Northern Realms with their machines, especially if they have multiple crewmen, as they can counter you with battering rams even without crewmen, which can kill 2 of your units for free, and ballistas, which can kill up to 5 slave infantries if they have double crewman pocket. So let's go to a game. Okay, so we're loading up to the game. Okay, it's against John Calvit, as you see. The season has been reset just this time, so everyone ranks is gonna be reset, and the mulligan is pretty simple. First, you consider whether you're gonna draw some dead cards, as you saw the double Imperial Golem, and then you also wanna get rid of the Lion if you have a decree, but right now I might draw into Witcher, which would be bad. Okay, I haven't. So this is one of the good hands, because we have the Lion, we have Witchers, and we have double Foot Soldier. The only thing we lack is actually Alchemist. So right now, it's probably gonna be Alchemy. I don't know. Okay, it has to be Alchemy. So if we play Dandelion, we're gonna give him 1 more point. So our Dandelion is actually 6 points, not 7. That's a little bit sad. And they actually gonna give him points either, also.
Sure, no problem.
That's very sad, actually. He's gonna get a lot of points from me.
I forgive this time.
This is gonna be a hard one to force our opponents out. Okay, so as you saw in my deck there is no ointment, and this might be a little bit misleading. Actually, in the first build of this deck I was running like Vilgefortz. I was experimenting with a lot of golds with ointment, and you played just Vilgefortz in the last round for ointment. Actually, like not for ointment, you just destroyed 1 slave infantry, and then you were able to just res this infantry.
Off to the front yet again.
Yeah, I was expecting that we're gonna draw into this one. Okay, that's not bad because we have the infantry, so it would always find value. But actually playing ointment is pretty bad within this deck, because if you play ointment, it means that you played previously the 9-point bronze, which is pretty bad. And you cannot rest sentries, so if you could rest sentries, then they would be a lot better, but in this case they're, in my opinion, pretty bad. And you just wanna force your opponent out to be able to play your combo. So right now it's pretty tricky. I would like to force him out, though it's gonna be pretty difficult, and I'll play this one if I would know that I'm gonna draw Alchemist, but I'm probably gonna pass just. That's a bad situation to be in, honestly. Because he's gonna be playing the next round and I'm gonna have to play my infantries. But it's actually gonna show you what you do if your opponent tries to force you out in the second round. I mean, if they bleed you. Then you just drop your infantry. And you have to focus on staying ahead. That's probably one of the most important thing in this state. So we got a big point play there, which is gonna definitely help us stay ahead. We just have to hope he doesn't have his... Okay, that was pretty good, amazing. We just have to hope he doesn't have his control up, so that he can preserve card advantage. Oh, actually I shouldn't have played this one, I had to play Dandelion probably first. Because if I had drawn all my golds, then it would get pretty crappy. The mulligan is... you have to mulligan in the first round, like keep mulliganing well. And the next rounds are gonna be a lot easier. Because you just fin to 0 with this deck. So... it's very simple, like you don't actually have to mulligan the second and the third round if you didn't have any dead cards in the first round, if you didn't draw any of them. Okay, so I'm probably gonna play Dandelion with my Slave Infantry right now, or I could also play Operator. Operator actually feels kind of better.
Asking me for help. Now that's smart.
Okay, so now I could play Slave Infantry actually. We're ahead some points, it's not amazing, but it's okay.
We follow Letho's lead.
Okay, and he hasn't played a lot of points. I think I'm gonna play Operator, right? Or I might play this one. No, I cannot play this. I could play this one though. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play this one. Like you see, right now we need to stay ahead because he's gonna force out all the Slave Infantry, and you need to remember that if you play all your Slave Infantry, he's probably gonna pass, because you will just lose a lot of your points.
For you, my friend, always.
So, the more Slave Infantry you play, the more you want to stay ahead of him. That's the big point there. Oh, that's interesting. So we could play this one right now. I mean, we're gonna still be behind. That's not gonna be so bad, I guess. He might pass right now, because we're behind, and he's gonna have his points, but we're gonna have a double Slave Infantry with double Sentry if he does, so it's not gonna be that bad. Okay, we still have double Slave Infantry, because remember that Vicovaro Medic, if he played this one, is still a Slave Infantry. So this is pretty important. And stay ahead, and then you have Letteridges, which can single-handedly win you the game. So it's pretty easy. The other thing you might ask, like, how does this deck play out into Reveal or the other Slave Infantry list? I mean the John Calveit one. I think this one is better. Because it has some good possibility of forcing out your opponent the first round, and if you go into third round with all your Slave Infantry, you're just gonna win every matchup, besides the northern rounds I talked about in the beginning. So we need to count right now all our Slave Infantry to see whether we can stay ahead, which is 3 with 3, which is 9, gives us double to 8. 18 plus 8, which is 26, which we actually don't beat his score, so we play our Slave Infantry. He might get his, yeah, as I said, you saw. We played all our Slave Infantry and he just passed. So we're not card ahead, but we have Spy, he also does, which is not optimal, because he's gonna be option to play him out. But we're gonna grab some points of this one, which is pretty good. And now we're gonna have also Slave Infantry from Vicovaro Medic, which is also pretty good. So let's stop it. Let's start off with revealing his cards.
What is it?
Okay, oh, Demeriting Bomb. That's interesting.
We follow Letho's lead.
Okay, let's get actually them. Then, okay. Yeah, and against Reveal, it's actually pretty easy because you don't play any big units, so Scorch doesn't affect you that much, and they tend to play up to 3 Scorches, so that's gonna be pretty hard for your opponent. Okay, so let's kill. Let's buff them. And against the other list, you just have better board manipulation, I guess. Like, they don't have that big tempo in the first round, and there is a big possibility that they're gonna be forced into going behind in cards. Yeah, the traditional play of this deck is just obviously to win the first round, pass the second, and just play all your units in the third round. As you saw, like, I was unable to do this in this round, so I'm playing for, as I said, alternate win condition. Right now we just kind of settled up our last play, playing this spy. So this is pretty good, because if you have letherages, then you want to have the most possible last play. And the only thing that you actually have to take care of is playing against Igni. In this case it's not hard because we don't have too many units, but imagine you have 4 of Slave Infantry in the first round. If you don't block them with sentries, then it's gonna be pretty hard. So they go 5, then they go 7, then they go 9. So if they go 9, they go ahead of Slave Infantry. So you can block them with Alchemist first, you can block them after buffing with Slave Infantries, sentries, and you can also, if you don't have any Slave Infantries in deck, try going for Marching Orders into Sentry, which is gonna block up to 9 because it's gonna be 10.10. Okay, so he played this one, so now we're gonna play our Letherages onto first roll. And I don't know what he can do, like, even if he resets this one, he's gonna be behind. And he does this one, and this is like 20-45 point play, so... As you saw, we didn't have our win condition, but we actually won. And this is the great power of this deck. It plays the Slave Infantry, but it actually doesn't need it to win. Okay, so we're loading up to the other game. This one is against Hansel, as you see. So this one might be actually pretty hard. I might be forced into talking about some things. Like, it depends on his lineup. If he brings like battering rams and ballistas and he's gonna play them well, then we just always lose. There is like no way to win. Like, if you have no Slave Infantry, just don't win. In this matchup you could actually consider playing out second round, just bleeding him, and then trying to win with Letherages in the last round. Actually I haven't done this because I haven't played into too many of them. I think this hand is not bad. I mean, I'm gonna be probably willing to play Dandelion. So the question is, does he play Dan Banana? If he plays Dan Banana, then it's gonna be pretty bad play. And I also got this card, which is sad, but I at least didn't get the Witchers. Okay, he doesn't play Dan Banana. So most people do just this one after this opener, like, and you probably cannot do too much after this, because like it's 25 point on the blue coin. This is also the reason that this deck likes actually the blue coin, because it's easier for it to win the first round with a blue coin. So right now we open with Morvran. We reveal 3 of his cards for the Imperial Golems and go for a daily run. As you see, like, this would be something I would always do. As we see his swarm, so we actually don't care about his cards. He's gonna try to take them out probably from his deck. So we should probably pass just right now, because he's probably gonna just play Hansel into them. And we see that he's not playing machines, which is very important for us. Like, the fact that he's not playing any machines, that means that we can go into third round. We're gonna be able to still... I think we pass. Let's see what he thinks of, like... Yes, it isn't actually pretty easy for him. Yeah, he just played his Hansel for his guys. And we just first have like what? 29 point play for just passing? That's pretty good, I guess. Like, we traded leaders, but I played my leader for free and he played his leader for free. That's the point there. Okay. So we have double card advantage with this card over him, I mean the spy. So that's very good. What am I gonna mulligan? I'm gonna mulligan most likely a sentry. Yeah, there is the marching orders, that's pretty good.
What do you want?
Actually, no, I want the Darren soldier. So now I play this one first and then I play spy just to find the Darren soldier. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I need to find Darren soldier. I didn't think about this. Because it blocks the marching orders. Okay, so we don't want to give it fast to him because he's gonna get the value out of them. I don't know, that's tricky. Or maybe. Let's first open with this one. Or actually he's gonna play it. Like the longer we wait, the longer we probably give him like some more possibilities with this one. He's probably gonna play like another one of this. Oh, he's gonna buff this one right now. Okay. Let's play the alchemist then.
What is it?
Off to the front yet
Oh, it's a thunder. Okay, we got the Darren, so no worries. Okay, like I'm looking for my list. Okay, so you can also obviously operator is a sentry, but it's kind of tricky because in some cases you might also give many points to your opponent, as you see this one. He would, let's assume he has 3 of them in his hand. It's gonna give 3 times 2, which is 6, which is gonna give him a lot of value with sentry, and the slave infantry gives him a lot less value. So that's the reason I played like that. Okay. So now let's play the other alchemist.
There's been a mistake. I'm no
Reveal
mage.
the... Okay, so he's gonna them. That's interesting. I'm
Try to win 'em all.
not 100% sure I can win, but I should be able to win. This one's pretty bad though. I might actually go for a quick... Let me count. It's 5, 6, 7. If I play this one, it's gonna be 8, so he might actually block this. So I probably play this one there. Because I have to kill trees, and I wasn't actually paying too much attention to the board state, so I didn't saw that he played trees. Okay, I gotta kill the trees because he's gonna be dangerous. Very dangerous. Okay. But he has no more of this, so that's very important. The bad thing is that this card is actually gonna give him a lot of value. It's gonna be pretty close, I guess. Yeah. I think
Stand before royal
it's pretty much it about this deck. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section. One other thing you might think about, which is pretty important, is the playing Dandelion. Like, the moment you play Dandelion is probably the most important moment
Sweat like a swine in that jacket.
in this game. So it's gonna be very close. I mean, he's gonna have a lot of points. Oh, this is also gonna give him a lot of points. He's 120 points up. Can we beat this? That's the great question.
Tell me you jest.
It's gonna be hard, but I don't think it's gonna be undoable. Actually, it might be undoable. Ooh. It's getting out of hand, I guess. What's the last card he has? It's a gold, probably. I probably shouldn't be playing like that because I just might give him a Gigny. That's not a Gigny. Okay. So we actually lost by a little amount. I probably should have like forced him more the second round, though it's still not sure. But I might have played it badly. I gave his trees a lot of ticks, but I'm not sure whether this was designed in this game. But thanks for watching. Hope you liked the deck, and as I said, if you have any questions, just ask them in the comment.